Are you serious? Are you serious, guys? This is bad. This is really, really bad. Um, I'm Pastor Paul Begley. This is the Coming Apocalypse, and this is a YouTube version of it, of course. And 50 migrants found dead. 50 migrants found dead in a Texas smuggling truck. And I'm asking the question, what's the root cause? That's what Vice President Kamala Harris has been working on for about a year now. What is the root cause? Why would there be 50 dead migrants found in a semi truck just across the border in Texas, sitting in the heat and dying? And the question is, has the vice president come up with the answer to the root cause? Is the root cause that we don't have a secured border? What is the root cause? What is the answer is really the question. Instead of looking for the root cause, how about what is the answer? Well, I'll tell you, we'll talk about this in just a second. First, let me put a shout out right now, if I can, for www.gonutswithpaul.com. That's www.gonutswithpaul.com. Guys, I got to show you these 4 different flavors. Toodaloo. Toodaloo. Most snacks are nasty, artificial ingredients that can cause weight gain. They're bad for your body. That's why I love Toodaloo Trail Mix. Toodaloo Trail Mix. And you can get these only at www.gonutswithpaul.com. That's www.gonutswithpaul.com. Each of Toodaloo's 4 delicious flavors contains over 30 organic superfoods and adaptogenic herbs to support better skin, more focus, improve the energy, improve, less on the stress. Toodaloo is a super snack that gives you super duper power. Plus, these flavors are award winning. So choose from barbecue, hot and spicy, chocolate, or maple brittle. Toodaloo! Go to Paul Begley. No, don't go there. Go to www.gonutswithpaul.com. That's www.gonutswithpaul.com. Okay? And save 20%. Go there now. All right? You'll be glad you did. You'll love sitting around snacking on these. Man, they're delicious too, I tell you. And really, and it's great to know that they're healthy for you. Okay? So cool. Real cool. Great idea. All right. So, yeah, we got issues here. I mean, let's face it. 50 migrants have died after they and others were found in the sweltering conditions in a semi-truck in San Antonio, Texas. A federal law enforcement official said Tuesday, according to the mayor's office. This is horrible. And how does this happen? And why is it continuing to happen? I mean, we've talked about this for 30 years. 30 years we've talked about securing the border. We need to secure the border. And then we finally have a president who says we're going to build a wall and we're going to secure the border. But before he can get the wall finished, even though all the material's paid for, laying there ready to go, the government puts a stop to the building of the wall. And the numbers of people coming across the border now is the highest ever in history. And we find 50 dead migrants in the back of a truck. Harris, the vice president of the United States, was commissioned by the president to go find out what the root cause is. She went to El Paso, Texas, the furthest, least place that anyone ever tries to come across the border at, spends 15 minutes there, has a cup of coffee, and leaves. She did go to Guatemala and Honduras to talk to those folks down there, and she lectured them. They weren't happy. She has held a conference this year in Los Angeles, but none of the top 3 nations showed up. El Salvador, Honduras, and Guatemala. They didn't even come. So we still don't have a report what the root cause is. There is no plan to fix the border. And we have 50 dead people inside of a truck. And God only knows how many people are dying trying to get across trying to get across. It's just unbelievable, guys.
Are you serious?
Whoa, 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 whoa. So, this has really, really become what do you want? What am I supposed to do with this? Pray. And, that's what changed Roe v. Wade. Maybe that's what's going to change the sealing of the border. Maybe that's part of it again. We got to keep praying. And because we don't want innocent people to keep dying. We talk about humanity. We talk about, we're worried about humanity and all that. Well, it's look, you got to enforce laws. Let me read to you what they're saying here. This is just, to me, I'm just overwhelmed with sadness because this is preventable. But anyway, 50 migrants are believed we know have been confirmed dead after they and several others were found in the sweltering conditions in a semi-truck in San Antonio. They believe 4 people are still alive. A federal law enforcement official says, and the mayor called it a horrific human tragedy. The death toll, which the city's fire chief said was at 50, includes these migrants believed to be mostly from Mexico, as well as some from Guatemala and Honduras, the 3 nations that didn't even come to Harris's summit to talk about this problem. They're not. What are they going to do? Their people are just leaving, looking for a better life. Okay, and she went down there and met with these 3 nations and insulted them all, and that hasn't helped. Well, anyway, according to the officials who spoke on condition of anonymity, their discovery Monday comes as the U.S. federal authorities have launched an unprecedented operation to disrupt human smuggling networks amid an influx of migrants at the U.S.-Mexican border. An alleged human smuggling event was alerted by San Antonio police to the U.S. Department of Homeland Security's investigation unit, which is leading the probe, and an Immigration and Customs Enforcement spokesperson said yesterday. The incident appears to be among the most deadly in recent years for migrants near the southern border. 3 people are in police custody, though their connection to the situation is not clear. Police Chief Bill McManus said at a news conference, and authorities were alerted to the scene when a worker in a nearby building heard a cry for help. The worker found a trailer with the doors partially open and saw people deceased inside. 48 people were dead on the scene. 2 more died at the hospital, the federal law enforcement officials said, noting that it was horrific. 16 people, 12 adults and 4 children, were taken alive and conscious to medical facilities. And so that's good. So we got 16 people who survived, 50 are dead. Patients were hot to the touch, suffering from heat stroke and exhaustion. There was no sign of water or refrigeration in this semi-truck trailer, no visible working air conditioning unit at all. The temperatures Monday in San Antonio were 100 degrees and setting in the sun. Federal authorities are trying to figure out the origin of the truck and its path. The officials said, adding, it's not clear how long people inside this truck had been dead. Victims were likely trying to find a better life. I'm heartbroken, folks, by this tragic loss of life today, and I'm praying for those still fighting for their lives. According to Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, and I'm so sorry I'm saying his name wrong, but he is the Secretary of Homeland Security. He said this on social media. Far too many lives have been lost as individuals, including families and women and children, take this dangerous journey. And the 60 firefighters were on the scene are being put through critical incident stress debriefing because they, you can imagine pulling 50 bodies out of that trailer and dealing with those that were still alive and trying to save their lives. We're not supposed to open a truck and see stacks of bodies in there. None of us come to work imagining a sight like this. This is beyond tragic. According to Mayor Ron Nindenberg, he said those who died had families who were likely trying to find a better life. And assistance to Mexican nationals would be provided. Mexico's consul general in San Antonio said on social media at least 2 of the 16 survivors have been identified as Guatemalan, according to the Mexican foreign minister. U.S. officials are working to better handle the flow of migrants to the U.S.-Mexico border. That's not the problem. Handling better flow is not the answer. These people are coming across illegally, smuggled in inhumane conditions because the border is not secured. If it's completely secured, then everybody has to enter through legal migration where there's no smuggling and nobody found dead in the back of a semi. That's it. Fix that and you don't have to worry about this anymore. And I could sit here and rant and rave, but there's no need. There's no need. There's absolutely no need for me to do that. I just can't do it. I tell you what I'm going to do. I tell you probably the best way to handle this. Tonight, Heidi and I are going to go live at our website only, where there's no censorship. And we're going to talk about cursings and blessings. And we're going to tackle some of the big issues in this country that's bringing a curse on the land. And we can't discuss that really here. It is a biblical principle. It's in the Bible. We can show you every bit of it. But we'll do it at our website tonight. Now, we're going to do Bible study tonight live right here at YouTube. And that's at 6 o'clock and on Zoom. And when we're done with Bible study, then we're going to go to our website. And we're going to go live at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight with a special blessings and cursings. This is a special report exclusively at my website, which is free. Okay. So you go to the website, you hit Paul Begley TV at the top. It takes you to what's called uncensored material. You click there and it takes you to the screen where we will be broadcasting live only on our website tonight at 8 p.m. We're going to discuss cursings and blessings on the land. What brings these cursings on our land? And also what brings the blessings in our lives? We're going to discuss that. Heidi and I are going to do it together. We hope you're available to watch it. It's at our website only, paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's paulbegleyprophecy.com. This is how sad it is, guys. This is how it's so sad that if I was to say, well, maybe our government's working on it. Does anybody believe me? Our government's got a plan. No, they don't have a plan because we haven't seen one. Matter of fact, we haven't even seen the root cause yet. Remember? There's only one answer, really. Back to God. Bring everybody back to God. Bring this world back to God.
Have you looked around? Have you heard the sound of mama's crying? Or do you turn away when you see the face of the innocent dying? In these darkest days, are you not afraid that it's too late? You gotta get down on your knees, believe, fold your hands and beg and plead. You gotta keep praying. You gotta cry, rain, tears of pain, pound the floor and scream his name, because we're still worth saving. can't love like this. Give this world back to God. Have you lost your love? Feel like giving up? Your heart been broken? Are your kids okay? Do they come home safe? Do you lie there hoping? You can make a wish, you can knock on wood. Oh, it won't do you no good. You gotta get down on your knees, believe, fold your hands and beg and plead. You gotta keep on praying. You gotta cry, rain, tears of pain, pound the floor and scream his name, cause we're still worth saving. We can't go on like this and live like this. We can't love like this. Give this world back to God.
We need to pray like never before. We really do. These tragedies are terrible. You gotta get down on your knees, believe, fold your hands and beg and plead, and keep on praying. Just keep on praying. That's the only thing that works. You gotta cry, but it works. Tears of pain, pound the floor and scream his name, because we're still worth saving. Can't go on like this and live like this. We can't love like this. You can hope the best, make a wish. The only answer is give this world back to God. Oh, give it back. Hey! That's the answer, folks. Christ is the answer. Thank you, Miss CD. The King is coming. Thank you, Mindy. This is so true. So true, Dana. So true. It's early in California this morning. Good morning, though. But you know, it's really true. We're in the last days, and so we're going to see these. Now, as we said, you're going to see a lot of wrestling going on in the states now. It's already begun since the Supreme Court rulings last Thursday and Friday. So I want you to be prepared for that. It's going to be going on from state to state, legal challenges and all types of, different things be happening. So, but remember, the Lord is on the throne. So tonight, a special report only at our website at paulbegleyprophecy.com. A live broadcast at 8 p.m. Eastern. It will only be at our website. Sister Heidi's going to join me. We're going to tag team, and we're going to talk about the cursings and the blessings that are on the land. What causes the curses and what causes the blessings? We're going to get down to the root cause of why blessings can come to you and why cursings have been on the land. And this is how we can talk freely, no censorship, and tell you flat out what we think about it and what the Bible says about it. So that's tonight, 8 p.m., a special Tuesday night broadcast only at paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's www.paulbegleyprophecy.com tonight, 8 p.m. I'll be back, guys, with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. We're living in the last days. Pray for these families. There's horrific news will be families that across Guatemala and Mexico and Honduras who are going to get the word their loved one died so tragically, so horrifically in the back of a pickup, in the back of this semi-tractor trailer near the border. Are you saved? Give your life to Jesus Christ. That's the only one you can count on.